Welcome to part 34 of Wind Waker, and we will be getting the last two Triforce Charts in this video. Now I'm heading towards Diamond Step Island, which is 1 square south from Needle Rock, if you want to know. And we are here because, well, are we getting a Triforce Chart here? Well, not really. We are getting something that is needed for us to get a Triforce Chart. Now, remember the fishermen saying at certain locations about how a ship, the ghost ship, appears when the moon is at a certain phase? Well, guess what? Now it's time to find a way into that ghost ship, and the ghost ship has the Triforce Chart. So the reason we're here at Diamond Step is because we need to find a chart to pretty much pinpoint the exact location of the ghost ship at a certain phase of the moon. Now, the reason why we're getting this chart, if you've ever seen the ghost ship during the, during your adventures and decide to check it out, you'll notice that when you go straight through it, you'll just go straight through it. You won't enter it, at all, and yeah. So apparently, the only way to gain access to the ghost ship is to find the ghost ship chart, and hence why we're here. There's also a blue choo-choo that's directly below the cliff where I'm standing right now if you want to get it, but we're not here for that. We're here for the chart. So yeah, let's fall into this hole, and we will be inside a maze of sorts, some kind of a ship graveyard. And the objective is we're going to have to go through a bunch of warp jars to get to the treasure chest that contains the ghost ship chart. Now you want to be careful because in this labyrinth area there are floor masters. Yeah, they're here. And if one grabs you and pulls you under, you will be sent back to the beginning, and we do not want that. So anyway, what we want to do here is bomb the correct warp jar and go through it, because that will take us to our destination. Go through any other warp jar and it will take you back to the beginning, and we do not want that. No, 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 no. So anyway, as I was saying before, for some reason or another you need this chart to get into the ship, and I wonder why, because, well, and how does a Triforce Chart end up on the ghost ship? That's crazy. Oh yeah, anyway, so what you want to do here is bomb this one right here and enter this warp jar right here. Of course, you don't have to kill all the floor masters, just the ones that get in your way. And don't worry, we'll be out of here soon enough. And good news, folks, this will be the last time you will see floor masters in this game. Oh, happy day. Come on. Up here so that I can kill you properly. There you go. Ow. There we go. Okay. Now, see, that was me having a derp moment there. I'm sorry, folks. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, the thing about the ghost ship chart when we get it is that it will have the locations of the 8 islands that it will appear depending on the phase of the moon. And it'll have this cool little blinking sound effect when we see it. Oh, and another thing. Once we get the chart, at nighttime, when you pull up your regular old sea chart, you'll see the ghost ship at its current location. And you can just ignore that floor master because he's far enough out of range so that you can just walk on by or run on by, grab the ghost ship chart, and we can get out of here. Whew, we did it. We're done. Now we can leave. I said we can leave. Come on. Come on. Come on. And you can just hop down right here and bam, we're back at the entrance. So, yeah. Alright, now that we have the ghost ship chart, let's check it out. Let's see where it's currently located at. And as you see here, I've pretty much collected about every chart in this game, so sorry if I have not revealed of their locations except the ones in dungeons, but, well, most of them lead to silver rupees and other charts. I only got the ones that pertain to heart pieces. And there's the current location of the ghost ship, Bomb Island. And as you can see here, one of the locations is Diamond Step. So I have a choice. I can either go to where the ghost ship is now, or if I play the Song of Passing a number of times, I can just bring the ghost ship to me, right here at Diamond Step. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the Song of Passing numerous times until, bam, the ghost ship will be right here off the coast of Diamond Step. Now, of course, what I've done is I've edited out all the times I played the Song of Passing, except this time because I want to show you that, see, there it is. There's the location of the ghost ship at that location. See, that's kind of cool. Anyway, after this one, I will jump cut straight to the, pretty much the ghost ship arriving here at this island. And there she blows. Now, as you get closer and closer to the ghost ship, there's this spooky, ominous music that plays, and the reason I'm going so slow, not changing the wind's direction, is because I want you to hear it. I want you to hear this spooky, ominous music. In fact, as it starts to play, I think I'll go ahead and be quiet so that I can let you listen to it, alright? So, hold on. Come on, music. Alright, there it is. So I'll be quiet and I'll let you listen in for a little bit, alright? Okay, that's enough. Now let's go inside and get that Triforce Chart. Alright, the inside of the ghost ship looks very similar to that of submarines, and just like submarines, we have to kill the enemies in order to get that ladder across to lower itself so we can get our chart. Now the enemies here we have to defeat are a couple of Poes and a Wizrobe that can produce Redeads. Now don't worry, I killed the Wizrobe before it can produce some Redeads, so you don't have to worry about any of those zombie things coming and molesting you. So yeah, kind of like the fog here, it gives it a real eerie atmosphere, and the look of the ship, how it looks rotted away, incomplete and all that. So I think that's a nice touch. Oh yeah, and the only light source here is pretty much right here. It's small, but it's more than you need. It's pretty much perfect for making the Poes solid and killing them. Alright. One more and we can get access to the room with the Triforce Chart. Come on, Poe, become solid so I can slash you. Or you can let it possess you so that your controls will get messed up for a moment and then it'll just float away. Yeah. Anyway, I recommend getting every goodie in the ship because once we get our hands on the Triforce Chart, we will be immediately expelled from the ghost ship. I mean, there'll be a cutscene and then bam, we're back out on the ocean. So yeah. And when we get up here, there will be pots that are filled to the brim with rupees. I recommend getting them. Get them, get them, get them. Look at all that. Look at all those goodies. Now, you see this face here that's right behind the treasure chest? I didn't notice this first of all, but you notice that it changes back and forth between this generic serious face and this spooky slasher smile face. I mean, I didn't notice this until I review this footage for my channel, so I think that's kind of neat. It adds to the spookiness a little. And there's that little cutscene. And bam! We are back outside. It is daylight. And here's the thing. We will never see the ghost ship ever again. Never, ever again. Alright. We have 7 Triforce Charts. Now we need to get one more. So where is the location of the final Triforce Chart? Let's see here. Where we have to go is Outset Island. Yes! Outset Island is the location of the last Triforce Chart that I need to find. It's funny how there's one in Link's own backyard. Alright, and I'll go ahead and read the fisherman comments on Link's home island. I heard that beneath that big-headed boulder on top of the hill here on Outset is where the greatest treasures of all, the golden Triumph Forks, are buried. But actually, Fry, I must have misheard or something, because this one guy told me that what was actually buried beneath that weird rock was a chart to this shard of something called a Triforce. Whoever heard of that? That's crazy. That's a big difference between... There's a big difference between Triumph Forks and Triforce. I mean, I think someone intentionally buried something misleading there. Yeah. So it's pretty sad that a literal piece of the gods has been reduced to nothing more than a fairy tale about fancy silverware. So yeah. Anyway, what you want to do here is get up to this point, change the wind into your favor, and use the Deku Leaf to glide over to where that big head is. Don't worry, you can make it from this height. Now, I'm not sure. There is a palm tree at that location as well, so I don't know if we can hookshot up there, but why take the chance? Why take the chance? Anyway, once we get over there, we have to remove this big head, and underneath will be the greatest challenge to get a Triforce Chart. An arena-like event known as the Savage Labyrinth. Now, the Savage Labyrinth will test Link. It will test you. It will test you of all your battle skills, your skills, your knowledge. And here's a hint, folks. Come in this fully prepared. What I mean is, have all your bombs stocked, have all your arrows stocked, have at least 2 fairies, and a blue potion and granny soup. I'm just saying that. You have to have all these things going in if you want to have a chance. Now, going down here, because the thing is, in each floor of this Savage Labyrinth, there are enemies, and this list I'm showing you right here pretty much details what enemies are where, and about every 10 or so floors there are recovery rooms where you can get hearts, other supplies, and a bunch of rubies, and there are also exits in these recovery floors if you feel like it's if it feels like it's too much for you, you know what I mean? But we have to get through this because the last Triforce Chart is on floor 31. So we're going to have to fight through about 28 floors worth of enemies. Now here's the thing. These enemies, unlike the enemies we've encountered before, do not drop items when they die. Nope. And that's why it's savage. I mean, they don't give you a fair chance. However, if you need hearts, if you need magic vials, if you need arrows or bombs or even rupees if you want them, here's a little hint. What you want to do is you want to, if you have the grappling hook in hand equipped, after getting the enemy's treasure like a joy pendant or skull necklace, keep using the grappling hook and you can steal their hearts, and you can steal whatever you need to essentially recover. So, yeah, your grappling hook will be your best friend here, along with your boomerang in order to stun the enemies so that you can get grapple set items. So, yeah. Also, the thing is, here's a little hint. You know Moblins? If you steal hearts from them, you can get a few hearts of your own refilled. I think that's because the Moblins are so big and, well, they would have more energy or anything. See, here. This is me demonstrating this whole thing. See, look at that. I just got a new heart. See? See, again, your grappling hook will be your best friend during this endeavor. So, anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to speed things along because, well, how you defeat these enemies, I'll leave it up to you. So, let's go on until we get to that floor where the Triforce Chart is. So, let's go. What a rush, folks. Anyway, here we are at floor 31, where the Triforce Chart is, as denoted by the familiar looking symbols on the ground. Now, I don't know what past me was thinking getting all these rupees, because I am at maximum rupee capacity, although I do admit I need the hearts. So anyway, right here, we're going to play the Wind's Requiem on the Wind Crest, which will produce the chart, the treasure chest that contains the chart, and the way out will be shown on the Wind Crest. So, yeah, this is the end of the line, folks, if you want to get all the Triforce Charts. This is my 8th and final one. Wow, we're almost done. This is incredible. I mean, I've never been so relieved to have this game almost done. I mean, are you excited? I mean, look at this. This is a defining moment. The final Triforce Chart in my hands at last. Woohoo! So yeah, if that's all you're going to get, you can leave now. But if you want to, there are some light sources that appear, and using the mirror shield, you can disintegrate a statue that is right over here. By doing so, we will reveal another hole, which means we can continue onward through the Savage Labyrinth. Yeah, we have more floors. In fact, there are a grand total of 51 floors. And after you complete the rest of the Savage Labyrinth, you will get a heart piece. The thing I want to recommend, though, is be on your guard. The enemies here are tougher. Don't go all Leroy Jenkins on enemies. Plan accordingly, and you should do fine. And I admit I had to use a blue potion near the end. So with that, let's get started, shall we? And that's the Savage Labyrinth, folks. Now, if you decide to come back here for whatever reason, the number of enemies will increase, which means that you'll find the place much more challenging than it already is. And I have to ask yourself, why? Why? Unless you're a masochist. Anyway, folks, in part 35, we will get those Triforce Charts, and see you then.